So let's go back 3 months. Let's go back to the worst article in the history of basketball. Something that will go down in infamy. Will go down in infamy. Like, we're not going to forget about this. As long as we are fans of basketball, we will not forget about ESPN's top 2024 rookies by the stats article from the 6th of June. We will never forget about this one. This is the worst of the worst. And if you agree that this is absolutely awful and it's going to age so badly, subscribe. Down at 36.2k by the end of the day. But lads, let's take a look at it right here. So, we're going to scroll to the bottom. I'm going to quickly scroll to the bottom. And we're looking at the top rookies. Where are we starting? Where are we at? Okay, I've scrolled too far. So, rookie number 9, Leni Fibic. Her per minute percentile, 5 out of 100. Fibic was acquired from the Sky. The Sky had Fibic? Oh dear lord, she'd be the perfect player. I didn't even realize that. Oh my god, the Sky. I need to make a video on that. The Sky traded away Angel Reese. Like, whatever about Celeste Taylor or Caitlin Clark, the Sky literally traded away Angel Reese's best teammate. Perfect teammate. She would have been the second best player in the Sky this year. After Kennedy Carter, and Angel Reese would have been third. But she would have been better than Marina Mabry. She's better than Mabry. Although she stands at 6'4", she makes 72% of her shots beyond the arc. A better percentage than 30 from 3 would do wonders. I mean, to be fair, yeah. She's just a shooter, but still. I mean, she's 6'4" shooter. That's the big thing about her. So, we've now got Uzun, an 8th. She played a lot, in fairness. Shooting 39% from the field. He's a comparatively low success, 40% success from 2-pointers. But does that not also mean that she shoots a high 3-point percentage? I don't know. Highest turnover rate with 12th lowest rebound rate. She's a point guard. What does her rebound rate matter? I get the turnover thing is is a bad thing, but like, what does rebound? They've just basically said this point guard doesn't rebound enough, so we're bringing her down. Like, what is going on? Is there anyone that's like also best of the qualifiers? Cardoso at this stage hadn't played any games, and Peely had played one game really at that stage. Then at 7 was Aaliyah Edwards. Scouting report in UConn was that she's a good scoring rebounding big. Part of her skills seems to be translating to W. Though she isn't on Reese's level, she ranks second to the Sky among rebounders. And on the offensive board, she ranks third among qualified Mystics players, where she can improve. She's making 41% of threes or of twos and threes on part of her game, shooting 60% of the line. I don't hate this. I don't hate Aaliyah Edwards at 7th at this stage in the season. Here we go. Caitlin Clark at number 6. We had Caitlin Clark here at number 6. Now for the other Iowa alum. Why is she ranked so low? Oh yeah, sorry. There was another Iowa player ranked higher than her. Advanced measures always struggled to assess high usage scores, especially earlier in their careers, and the ability to create shots on bad team comes along before the ability to actually make these shots a decent percentage. She wasn't even shooting that badly. Like, she was 6th in assist rate at this point in her career. And instead, even it says here, it's not counting the pass her teammates failed to convert. Despite facing tough physical defensive attention, she's averaging more than 15 points, 6 assists, and 5 boards. She was averaging nearly 16, 6, and 5. She's making 35.7% of her shots in the field and 29% from 3. Wow, I didn't realize she was that bad. Like, I didn't think she was that bad to start her career. But yeah, that was a surprising one. And number 5, Julie Van Loo. Julie Van Loo at number 5. Like, Caitlin Clark was given a 14 of 100 ranking. Jesus. Julie Van Loo above Caitlin Clark. At 31, oldest rookie, spent previous season playing in Europe and Australia. Wow, at this stage, her assist rate was only second to Alyssa Thomas. That's crazy. And she was actually shooting pretty well. I will say that I rate Julie Van Loo as a player, not as a starting point guard. I think she's like in that one of those categories where it's like she's one of the worst starters at her position in the W, but she's also would have been one of the better backup ones. just for Belgium, I think she's better. As good as a passer as she is, I like her as like a Kelsey Mitchell, do some crazy crap, two guard, shoot first two guard, like she played for Belgium at times. But it's funny, if I looked at this on Reddit, someone said Van Loo over Clark there has to be some sort of a troll. A more liked comment, a ratio, you're tripping, Van Loo has been hooping. Sure, but not better than Clark. Got downvoted into being hidden, saying that Clark was better than Julie Van Loo. Julie Van Loo. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? She was averaging like 7 points per game at this stage in her career. And now we got number 4, Rickea Jackson. So Rickea Jackson, one of the nation's well-rounded scorers. She's only one of 9 qualified players to produce 20 points per 100 possessions. And again, like, the spark sucked. Her defensive numbers look muted, but a big area to improve is sharing the ball. She has 3 assists versus 16 turnovers. Dear Lord. That might be one of the worst assist turnover ratios I've ever seen. But obviously, Caitlin Clark turns the ball over too much, so she's there at 6. And then we have Kate Martin at 3. Kate Martin at 3. That is the best of them all. We have got Kate Martin as the 3rd best rookie in the WNBA. I mean, they won with her starting yesterday, I guess. But, like, again, that was a superhuman performance by Megan Gustafson. And Arike didn't play for Dallas. But still, we have Kate freaking Martin. We have got Kate Martin. Kate Martin as the 3rd best rookie. Not the Iowa alum that you would expect here in the top 3, huh? Martin hasn't had an overall great performance, but she has earned consistent minutes from an Aces team that ranks among the top contenders, shoots for a 3rd straight WNBA title. The Aces were 6 and were they 4-4 at this stage? The Aces were 500 through this stage in the season. She's shooting 35% from 3, and she's one of the league's top rebounding guards. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, this is... Since when do we judge a guard by their ability to rebound the ball? She's shooting at this stage, she was shooting 14% from 2. 14% from 2. Again, 7 is too small sample size, but 14% from 2. Better than Caitlin Clark. Better than Caitlin Clark. With 14% from 2. At number 2, Angel Reese. She's in the news for everything except her on-court play. And she's one of 8 qualified players with averages of 10.9 points. She wasn't even averaging a double-double at this stage. She didn't even have the McDouble-double at this stage, which is something that I actually cannot believe that McDonald's have not tried. Like, I know he's on the Reese's Puff thing, but like back before the double-doubles became a joke, they should have had the McDouble-double. And that would have been insane. She got ejected. That ejection was BS. I'll admit that. That ejection was absolutely BS. But got rescinded anyway. She was shooting 33% from the field. That's mad. At that stage, she was shooting 33% from the field. And then, number 1, Cameron Brink. And she had 49 out of 100. With Caitlin Clark being a, 16 of 100 player? She was 49 out of 100. And I gotta react. I gotta react to my actual, like, what I said in this one. Where she can improve, she's committing way too many turnovers, which limits how often she's relied on the Sparks offense. I mean, she was hacking people. She was barely able to play because she was just hacking people at this stage in her career. But I want to see what my reaction to this was at the time. So I've got my video up right here. This is me reacting to it at the time. You can see, yes, this is my reaction at the time. I really want to see what my reaction was to this whole thing. Real bad one here. 15 minutes on the court. She scored 2 points. Oh, this is back when we used to use the background music. And they lost again. They're a team that's worse than Indiana. She is the 5th best player on her team. And Cameron Brink started off the season really, really well. I thought she was probably the number 1 rookie 2 weeks ago. But she has, since that game against the Wings, where she had a 12.2 block first quarter and 22 points, 4 blocks, or 21 points, 4 blocks in the game, she has been terrible. Cameron Brink, since that game, has been terrible. By the way, I think she'll be exceptional in the 3-on-3 for USA. I think she's going to be an Oh, that was a bad call. She got injured. Exceptional player. She is not in the top 2 rookies right now. The best rookies right now is Caitlin Clark, big gap, Angel Reese. Using per X amount of possessions for her with her own fouling, persistent fouling being a big reason why she's been off first. Angel Reese has actually had a pretty good rookie season. Like, she can't make layups, and that is a big problem with Angel Reese. Like, she never fixed the making layups problem. She cannot score layups, and it's not just about, oh, they're triple teaming her down there, there's too much size, she'll be scoring over better players. No, she was shooting like her true shooting percentage was not good at LSU, and that was when she was bigger than everybody else. She's playing against bigger and stronger players, and it's only gonna get worse. She's the 11th. Gonna averages more rebounds than. She's really good at it. She's really, really good at her role. The problem is that, like, this is sounding like a negative on Kate Martin. It's no, I love Kate Martin. She plays her role, but, like, you have put her ahead of Caitlin Clark. You have literally put her ahead of Caitlin Clark. Nation's most well-rounded scorers. I would say, considering how well Brink started the year, I'd still put Brink at 3. But Rickea Jackson's been better than Brink for a couple of games. Again, Rickea Jackson was not good yesterday either. Alright, like, her team stinks. She's been, honestly, I'd put her above. If I was putting a list, I'd probably put her above Kate Martin as much as I love Kate Martin. You've got the best rookie by so much. And I mean, and this is like, even at the time, this was bad. This was, at the time, it was awful. So much in here at 6. I don't care about the criteria. I don't care if your criteria is BS stats. Caitlin Clark has been the best rookie this year by a long shot. She's the best. She's the only rookie who is the best player on their team. She's the only rookie who is even the second best player on the team. You can argue at best Angel Reese the third best player on her team. And other than that, I don't think you can argue any, like, maybe Cameron Brink to be the third best player on her team. Maybe you could argue a third best player. At this point in time, Marina Mabrey was cooking, by the way. Marina Mabrey was like, everyone, by this stage, Marina Mabrey was like a guarantee for an all-star. For Rickea Jackson, maybe you could argue Alia Edwards, one of the best few players. But you've got Alia Edwards even lower than Caitlin Clark. Like, there's no way. She's by so much the best player on that team. And for anyone saying, like, oh, but like X, Y, Z stats, these players score more. Caitlin Clark gets guarded 3/4 court. She gets fronted. She gets double teamed every time she dribbles. Every single open shot Kelsey Mitchell shoots. Every open shot that you guys saw it. If you guys even watched the last game against the Liberty, when Kelsey Mitchell was going off in the first half, an awful lot of it was due to the gravity from Caitlin Clark. In the second half, when they told Caitlin Clark to go stand in the corner, Kelsey Mitchell and Melissa Smith were not getting their open shots. They were scoring sometimes, but their percentages all started to go down. Everything runs through Caitlin Clark for that team. She is the best player by a country mile. Caitlin Clark's gravity has been allowing Melissa Smith to shine. Caitlin Clark's gravity allows Melissa Smith, wow, Kelsey Mitchell to get easy opportunities and not having to go dribble, and miss like she tends to do when Caitlin Clark is not running the point. I stand by that. I thought that was an accurate take at the time. I want to read some of the comments for this. I stand by that take. I think that was a pretty good take about Kelsey Mitchell deciding to go dribble, miss when Caitlin Clark's not on the floor. So let's read the comments. Clark was rookie of the month, but ESPN ranks her 6th. Let's start a meaningful protest justice for Caitlin Clark. McNutt must have made this ranking. The less you do, the better you are on this list. Put this in perspective, Candace won MVP. Clark has more points than Candace to this point than Candace did that year. How is that not enough to make you a rookie? She's also second in blocks. This shows you can cherry pick statistics, makes every argument. Thank God people weren't agreeing with this. Thank God it was only Reddit. Thank God it was only Reddit that agreed with this. But anyway, yeah, that is the worst list ever. And that is 3 months ago now, and it's aged awfully.